morning, everybody. Elliott says good morning. Say, I woke up all happy this morning. I got all my toys. I play with all my toys, every single one of them. No toy goes to waste. There's our precious baby. Just wanted to jump on real quick and say good morning. Everybody's doing awesome. Sugar Plum is still barely in the lead, so we really need to step up our votes. We have 2 more days, so please vote every 24 hours to get your friends and family to vote. This is for our Texas dogs. I posted this morning on our page, and I really feel strongly about this. I know that when people see a dog sitting in a shelter, they have a tendency to say, you know, just let the dog stay on the streets, or don't take the dog to the shelter, they'll kill it, or, you know, a shelter, no, don't send it to the shelter. Well, listen, this is the bottom line. Unless you're willing to go and pick up that dog off of the street and give it a home and pay for the medical, then those words should never be spoken. Every single dog sitting in a Texas shelter is a lucky dog. That means that dog has been given a chance. It is not suffering on the street. It's getting medical attention. It's getting food, which most of these dogs have never had regular food. It has a roof over its head, and it has a chance. The sad reality is, for every single dog sitting in a shelter, there are hundreds more that are trying to survive on the streets. With mange, with ticks, with fleas, with heartworms, with the possibility of being hit by a car, laying on the side of the road suffering, broken bones, having puppies in ditches that don't survive, getting exposed to parvo, distemper. The sad reality is that a dog sitting in a South Texas shelter is a lucky dog. Lucky, lucky dog. This little baby Elliott found himself at the Weslaco shelter. They try to get these dogs saved. They work so hard. They have very little resources. Dogs are dumped in Weslaco on a daily basis, out in the middle of nowhere on farmland without a house within miles. They dump them at the city dumping site. Those dogs are suffering. They don't have a chance. We do have a very dear friend, Cal with Paul Posse, that lives there, that has rescued tons of dogs off of the streets. He makes daily rounds to do feedings and try to gain their confidence so he can take them in and get them into good homes and get them vetted. This little boy right here, Elliott, was at that Weslaco pound. Now, what in the world would a 2-pound baby be doing with mange and running around on the streets? So that was his lucky day, the day he got a slot to have a chance in the Weslaco pound. Because of that chance he had, we were able to pull him and bring him here and able to put him in a wonderful home and give him everything he needs. So when you vote for Sugar Plum, you are voting for all of those dogs on the streets. Every dog we pull opens up a space for another dog to get their chance to be in a shelter. I know people don't understand it, and you have to think about it a minute, but a dog's life on the street is not a good life. Most of the puppies don't survive. They usually end up getting run over, all dying of parvo or distemper, worms. I mean, it's terrible. So until we can educate everyone about spay and neuter and taking care of pets, this is the way it has to be. And so when you vote for Sugar Plum, you are voting for every one of those South Texas dogs to have a chance. Anyway, that's my rant for this morning. Thank goodness Chris has went back to bed because otherwise he'd be in here saying cut. So thank you everyone so much always for your support and your love and your votes and your giving during the big give. And Precious Sugar Plum was one of those dogs. She was a stray in Harlingen, Texas. She had been living on the streets. People had reported seeing her for 3 days. She was not feral. No one bothered to help her. Someone called the animal control officer went out there, called her over, gave her a treat, and just picked her up. It's not like she was a feral dog, scared, trying to run off, that someone had to go trap. No one even bothered to pick her up and take them into their house. I'm just saying, this is what we're dealing with. So anyway, our Sugar Plum is happy and healthy, and she's representing a lot of South Texas dogs right now. So please, please, please vote for our Sugar Plum. Share with your friends. And also vote for Elliott. Elliott says, I need to vote too. I want it to be my contest. Sending love and hugs, y'all. Say bye. Say bye, Elliott. He wants up in my lap.